What if I told you that a 19-year-old student from Egypt invented a propulsion system that could revolutionize space travel? Buckle up, because we're about to embark on an inspiring journey through the story of Aisha Mustafa, a young physicist whose innovative thinking might just change the future of space exploration. Let's set the stage. It's 2012, and the world of space technology is evolving rapidly. NASA's Curiosity rover has just landed on Mars, and private companies are starting to eye the stars. But in Sohag, Egypt, a young woman is about to make a breakthrough that could change everything. Aisha Mustafa was born in 1993 in Sohag, a city along the Nile River. Growing up, she was always fascinated by science and the mysteries of the universe. Her curiosity led her to pursue physics at Sohag University, where she would soon make her mark on the scientific world. Now, before we dive into Aisha's invention, let's talk about a quirky aspect of quantum physics called the Casimir Effect. Discovered in 1948 by Dutch physicist Hendrik Casimir, this effect shows that empty space isn't really empty at all. Instead, it's filled with fluctuating electromagnetic waves that can create a tiny force between two objects in a vacuum. Most of us would hear about the Casimir effect and think, that's neat, and move on. But not Aisha. She saw potential where others saw a physics curiosity, and that's where our story really takes off. In 2012, at just 19 years old, Aisha Mustafa patented a new type of propulsion system for spacecraft. Her invention cleverly harnesses the Casimir effect to produce thrust. The system uses panels to create a kind of quantum vacuum where pairs of particles can be created and destroyed. By manipulating these particles, the system can generate thrust without using any fuel. Let that sink in for a moment. A teenager came up with a way to potentially move spacecraft without traditional fuel. It's like inventing a car that doesn't need gas, except this car can travel through space. The implications of Aisha's invention are truly mind-boggling. Traditional rockets rely on burning massive amounts of fuel to generate thrust. This makes space travel incredibly expensive and limits how far we can go. But a propulsion system that doesn't need fuel, that could change everything. Imagine spacecraft that could travel further into space without worrying about running out of fuel. Missions to distant planets that were once thought impossible could become a reality. The cost of space exploration could plummet, opening up new possibilities for scientific discovery and even space tourism. But Aisha's story isn't just about the invention itself. It's a powerful reminder that groundbreaking ideas can come from anywhere and anyone. In a field often dominated by older scientists from wealthy nations, here was a young woman from Egypt making waves in the scientific community. Aisha's achievement challenges our preconceptions about who can be an inventor or a scientist. It shows that with curiosity, education, and innovative thinking, anyone can contribute to solving the world's biggest challenges. Of course, like any revolutionary idea, Aisha's invention has faced its share of skepticism. Some scientists have questioned whether the thrust generated would be significant enough for practical use. Others have pointed out the challenges of implementing such a system in real-world spacecraft, but that's the nature of scientific progress. Every groundbreaking idea starts with skepticism before it can prove its worth. And Aisha's invention is still in its early stages. Who knows what refinements and improvements might be possible in the future? Since patenting her invention, Aisha has continued her studies in physics. She's become an inspiration for young scientists, especially women in STEM fields across the Middle East and beyond. Her story has been featured in numerous science publications, and she's been invited to speak at conferences around the world. Aisha's journey reminds us of a quote by the renowned astronomer Carl Sagan: "Somewhere, something incredible is waiting to be known." Aisha looked at a quirk of quantum physics and saw incredible potential. Who knows what other incredible discoveries are waiting for curious minds to uncover them? As we look to the future of space exploration, It's clear that we'll need innovative solutions to overcome the challenges of long-distance space travel. Whether or not Aisha's specific invention becomes the next big thing in spacecraft propulsion, her creative thinking and willingness to challenge conventional wisdom are exactly what we need to push the boundaries of what's possible. Aisha Mustafa's story is a testament to the power of education, curiosity, and thinking outside the box. It shows us that the next big idea in science or technology could come from anyone, anywhere in the world. All it takes is a curious mind, a willingness to question the status quo, and the courage to pursue big ideas. So the next time you look up at the stars, remember Aisha Mustafa. Remember that somewhere out there, perhaps in an unexpected place, someone is working on an idea that could change everything. And who knows, maybe that someone could be you. As we continue to explore the cosmos and push the boundaries of human knowledge, we'll need more thinkers like Aisha, people who can look at the world in new ways, who aren't afraid to challenge conventional wisdom, and who can imagine possibilities that others might overlook. Aisha Mustafa's invention may or may not revolutionize space travel, but her story has already inspired countless young scientists and inventors around the world. And in doing so, she's helping to shape the future of science and exploration in ways we can only imagine. So here's to Aisha Mustafa and to all the curious minds out there dreaming up the next big idea. The universe is vast and full of mysteries, but with innovation, determination, and a little quantum physics, who knows what we might achieve? The stars are waiting. Let's go explore them.